Hello, everyone. Thanks for listening to Vita May podcast. I'm happy to recommend using Anchor.fm as my podcast tool. It's a free tool. It automatically publishes your podcast to Spotify. You may manually submit your podcast to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Castbox.fm, and others. It is straightforward to use from your mobile phone application or computer and laptop browser. You can invite friends and record when ready and more. You may also monetize by recording guided ads that you select per episode. Join in on the fun of sharing your experiences and stories and download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Again, that's anchor.fm. Thank you. Welcome to Vita May. The topic for today is about being a karate mom. I'm honored to have Janelle Sharritt as a guest speaker on this episode. Welcome, Janelle.
Hello.
We've been attending karate classes for about 3 years now. She's our super cool Janelle. We love hanging out with her and we find trouble together. We are double trouble. That's our nickname. If you don't mind, please give us a bit of your background, Janelle.
Hi, my name is Janelle. I've been in karate for 10 years. My son has been in it for 14 years. I'm a second degree black belt. My son's a third degree black belt. My daughter's a second degree black belt.
Awesome. Yes, they are definitely a karate family. I mean, we have 6 in our family, but at least 5 of us or 4 of us are going. So yeah. We're going to have fun with this topic. This is one of our favorites since we spend a lot of time in karate.
Oh yeah, we're there all the time.
It's like our second life, right? Like
right.
It's another job, it sems like sometimes, especially
Exactly.
with tournaments.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a few questions. We can even talk about tournaments too. What are some reasons why you take karate classes as well as your children take it?
I take it for the exercise. My children do it for tournaments and for the exercise and discipline.
The discipline? Was they like hanging around with people?
Oh yeah, and the meeting people, and I mean they have a lot of karate friends.
Oh yeah. Well, plus they're busy, especially Tyler. He's our super Tigger.
Yeah.
He's like the bouncy guy out of the group.
Oh yeah. He is a bounce. That's why he got his name Tigger.
Exactly, right? Yeah. What better sport? Karate.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's definitely one of the reasons for my kids too. So what is your advice for families who are considering doing karate or martial arts?
You have to make the time because it takes time and it's a lot of work to get from belt to belt. Testing takes a lot of anxiety.
Yeah, it does.
And patience.
Oh yeah, patience, not to mention investment, right?
Yeah, and investment.
You gotta spend the money for sure.
Plus, make sure the kid wants to do it instead of just,
right?
I want to do it for now.
But did you know up front that they were gonna love it when they started?
Yeah, because they asked to be in it. I didn't make them be in it. They asked.
Well, how did they know about karate then?
My sisters were in it.
Oh, okay. So your sisters went on.
We went to a graduation. Tyler was 3. He's like, I want to do this. I want to do this. So we brought him the next day just to check it out. And he loved it. He's been in it for almost 14 years.
Yeah, it's most of his life. Oh my goodness. He's definitely a master. And now he's kind of like a sensei now. Almost.
Yeah, he's Mr. Tyler. He's an assistant.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So he's almost a sensei. Early in the beginning level. But he was in leadership classes too.
Oh yeah, he's been in leadership classes for 7 years.
Wow. Well, explain that to the people that are listening. What is leadership classes for them?
Leadership classes, a class that you go to and they teach you how to talk to people, to talk to the parents, to run a class, to do warm-ups, and to speak in front of a group of people and be confident.
That's good. Everybody needs that practice.
Because they'll make them, like, the homework will be to bring in a whole thing that you're going to do a class for.
So do they get selected to be in leadership or invited, or they can ask?
They get invited.
They get invited?
Yeah. And usually it's when you turn black belt.
Black belt. Right. And then for the audience that doesn't know, what are some of because we have several belts. There's always the white belt at the beginning. Then it's yellow.
Yellow, orange, green, red.
Red, yeah.
Red, blue. Wait, no, blue. Red, blue.
And then there's the purple. Where's the green?
It's pencil. White, yellow, orange, green, purple, blue, red, red, blue, brown, red.
I think so. Brown, red. Then there's the brown, right? The dark brown.
Dark brown, and then sand.
The sand or tan.
And then brown, black.
Brown, black.
And then the black belt.
Right, so that's the closest. Right, and then there's different degrees for the black belts too.
To get to each degree, the first belt, then you gotta wait 2 years to get the second degree.
Mm-hmm.
After the second degree, you wait 3 years to get to the third. And then you wait 4 years to get to the fourth. So next year would be my son getting his fourth degree.
Oh, wow.
And Tiffany getting her third degree.
That's amazing. And then for the lower belts, it's not as long, right?
No,
it's typically like
every 3 months you test.
3 months a test.
And then when you're brown black, you wait between 9 months and a year.
Okay.
Get a black belt.
Right, and then for the classes, like for each belt, can you describe the training? I know for us, we have to know the forms.
Yeah.
Right, and then there's different things like the fence classes, the fence poses.
Yeah, the henji hos.
Yeah.
Henji highs.
Enchiho or whatever that. Yeah, I haven't figured out the names. They are Japanese names.
Self-defense.
Self-defense.
You have to do
some grappling.
Some sparring.
Yeah, sparring is full contact. It's not from distance.
No.
You're definitely almost wrestling. you learn how to get out of being stuck, right? So it's good for kids and especially women. You know how to self-defense.
Because sometimes they've done it with a knife, self-defense.
Right.
So you know what to do. Mm-hmm. Somebody comes at you.
Right. Well, they also have, weapons, right?
Yep. Oh, yep.
So we have the different weapons.
They'll do like an adult class, and then 15 minutes after, it's just all whatever the month theme is.
Mm-hmm.
I think this month it's board breaking.
That's the fun part, the board breaking. But as long as you do it right.
Don't break anything.
Yeah, don't break anything else but the board. But that's also the introduction to it, right? Because when they get people that want to try.
Yeah, because when you get to the black belt, each phase you have to break the board, either with your hand or the foot.
Right.
Or both.
So what do you remember the most when trying to work for the black belt?
It was a lot of work, a lot of exercise, a lot of cardio.
Yeah. How long was the training or testing? I know you had
the testing for the black belt. We did the 4 phases, and the first 2 were like an hour each long. The third one was like 3 hours long, and then the fourth one was I think like 4 hours.
A half day.
Yeah.
So where did you have to do those training and testing?
The first 2 were at the school. The third one was at the park, and then the last one was at a middle school for all the parents to come. Well,
for the audience.
The audience to come.
The fans to come.
The fans.
Right. Well, I mean, so for the first 2 is indoors. So do you want to describe some of that? I mean, depending on the so a school for teaching karate is called a dojo. So everybody knows. A teacher that somebody's teaching, we call them sensei. So SENSEI is the spelling. So that's how you address them. And for when they come in to class, so you want to explain how they get on the mat? Typically, when you get on, you have to bow.
You have to bow to get on the mat. Mm-hmm. And then you stand in a line until they tell you where to go. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you do the stretches?
Yeah, the stretches are the warm-up. The
warm-up, right.
Jumping jacks, running.
Push-ups. The bear
lunges.
crawls.
Yeah, we did bear crawls yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that was exhausting. And then you have what was the one where the hip go down and push and jump?
Oh, hip hip hooray.
Well, the burpees.
Oh, burpees, yes.
Not a fan of that. It's not our favorite punishment. Or even, there's different stances, so that's part of the learning, right? So there's different forms.
Oh, yeah.
And there's different names. It's not just memorizing the routine. You have to know
memorize the
name of that form and the different stances.
And then some of them are so similar that it's confusing.
Right. So you have to, your footwork.
Yeah.
And the positions, how you twist, how you turn, where you're facing, how your hands are moving. So it's definitely technical.
Oh, yeah.
Very technical. And a lot of memorization and muscle memory. So how much time does Tiffany and Tyler spend practicing at home?
They don't spend any time practicing at home.
No, because they practice all day at work. Not all day,
we're at the dojo, 4 days?
4 days?
We used to be at the dojo 6 days.
Oh my gosh.
When they were little.
That's a long time.
And they would be there from the time they got out of school until 9 o'clock at night.
So
Because they used to do after school there.
Oh, so what, they spent like 3 hours after school in the dojo?
They would spend until 9 o'clock at night.
So what time did they get there?
Whatever time elementary school gets out, like 2:30ish?
Oh my gosh. That's longer than 3 hours.
No, yeah. They did after school, and then they did the night classes.
Uh-huh.
And then I did my class, and then we go home. They do their homework there, and
right.
They live there.
Pretty much. I mean, I would think so. If you're there most of the afternoon and the evening, right?
And they were so used to that schedule because they did it all through their schooling. So
right.
It wasn't a big deal to them. Like, they knew.
It's normal. Yeah. It's a routine.
It was their normal routines.
Right. And then do you want to describe, like, depending on the package they buy, there's different days. So you have to pick.
Oh, yeah.